Hello, everybody. Welcome along. It is Friday night. It is Championship football. It is round 35. It is Bristol City versus Watford on the watch along tonight. Welcome, everybody. If you're watching here on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, up there on TikTok, we are really, really pleased to have you all here tonight. For Bristol City versus Watford. Should be a good one. Two sides, both kind of just in that peripheral playoff conversation, I guess you would call it. But if either of them win, Bristol City would move to 53 points. There'd be 1 point off the playoffs. Watford would move to 51. So they would go into 7th place and there'd be 3 points off the playoffs. Obviously, everybody is kind of prone to overtakes tomorrow, but still an opportunity, and as everybody says at this time of the season, just look after yourself and everything else will hopefully look after itself. Let's get straight in there with a like spike tonight. Wherever you are watching, do hit that thumbs up button. It will look like that on all of your platforms. You have got 11 seconds to do that. We're going to call this a like spike and we're going to get straight into one right now. Thank you, everybody, for your wonderful support. As ever, it is always free to watch one of these watch-alongs. You can, of course, support simply by getting involved down there in the comments. And you can donate. We do have a super chat target tonight. 5 super chats. We'll see if we can get there. 23 likes already. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll try and get to 50 likes before kickoff. We'll see how that one goes. Let me just talk you through your weekend in the Championship. Bit less convoluted than last week, where we had lots of stuff all over the place, an FA Cup and a Sunday and a Monday and all of that good stuff. So Bristol City Watford tonight. We've got 3 earlies tomorrow. Derby Blackburn. Leicester Norwich is the one we will be doing here on the watch along on the channel. Pompey versus Hull. That's the final of the 3 earlies, 12:30 kickoffs. And then in the 3 p.m.s, we go Charlton versus Wrexham, Coventry versus Stoke, Ipswich Swansea. It's Oxford versus West Brom in a really, really big one down at the bottom. It's Preston Millwall, QPR Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday Southampton. And we do, see, I lied to you, we do have a Monday nighter this week, don't we? And it's a really good one, actually. I'll be watching this, hopefully with you guys, on Monday night. Is Birmingham City versus Middlesbrough. There you go. On TikTok there, Bennett's have to wait until Monday to watch my team Blues. Well, you can join us for that one, fella, over here. That is about the size of it. Let's focus in on tonight. Bristol City versus West Brom. We're going to have a look at the team lineups as per usual before we do our predictions. And you, as per usual, had better let me know who you are looking forward to seeing playing and who your potential match winners are in this one. Here come your team lineups. Yeah, there we go. Hazard could do with it being a 0-0 from a Millwall fan. Everyone, as I always say, has a vested interest at this point in the season. Should we just say some hellos? But I haven't done any hellos, have I? Kieran, welcome. He's at the game. Hello to Charlie. Kelly, let's get Ben to 60,000 subscribers. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I try not to count these things, but That would be quite the milestone, wouldn't it? Thank you, Steve. Welcome to you, Led Zepp. Dan, welcome. Dempsey Doe, Ben Ford. Hold on to your predictions, you lot. Manic. We'll do predictions in a minute. Let's do team news right now. Bristol City, Vitek in goal, and again they're without any. Well, they've got some problems at centre back. Let's just say now. Rob Atkinson injured for 10 weeks, I think, which doesn't sound good, does it? McCrory returns. Noah Isle and Tanner are the three centre-backs for Bristol City. Borges and Sykes on the wing-back roles. Jason Knight and Adam Randell in central midfield. And the kind of front three is Scott Twine, Tommy Horvat and Emil Rees. I think they dovetailed rather well the other night from what I understand of the game against Blackburn. On the bench for Bristol City, Lumley, Pring, Naylor, Earthy, Bird, Morsey, Bergzog, Bell and Armstrong. So they had an injury crisis. They look better now. It is just centre-back, isn't it? That's the problem now. Defensive availability there. Everything else looks kind of all right, doesn't it? Watford in goal. Selvik. Across the back is NGAKIA, Feeney, Goglichidze. It's going to be fun me saying that, isn't it? Abankwa. Central midfield, Mendy and the brilliant loser. Chak Vitadze and Iran Kunda wide. Edu Kayembe, I'm not sure he'll play in a 10, will he? Be a bit further back than that, you would imagine. And Kiramgard is up top for the Hornets. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and your potential match winners tonight. On the bench for Watford, Baxter, Petris, Bola, Pollock, Ekwa, Ince, Nabizada, Bove, who I'm interested in seeing play. It's a good story, isn't it? And Vivaldo Semedo. So they do have some options up top should they need to. Get your thoughts in on those 11s. Should we go straight to predictions now, or should we read some comments and say some hellos? Let's read some comments and say some hellos. Haven't we said hello to Mind Blown? Welcome to you. Dr. Fod, as a Wrexham fan, draw or Watford win, please. As I say, everybody's got a vested interest at this time of the season, haven't they? So has Ben, because he's a Watford fan, one of our good Watford friends in the comments. Swan Zach. These two teams are the definition of inconsistency. Yeah, throw QPR in there as well, and you've got the unholy trinity of inconsistency. Mark, how's Benjamin Bloom? I'm all right, mate. I mustn't grumble. I like this time of the week. Here we go, round 35. Thank you for asking. Ewan's TV. Hope we performed better than we did against your lads tonight. Yes. Defeat for Watford at home in the week. Liam, welcome to you. Teacup, greetings from the US. We'll hold off on predictions, everybody. We'll go to that in just a second. Shadow Ninja, how's today been? Today has been good. Yeah. I had a little bit of time open up today and did a couple of tasks that I've been putting off. So there you go. Millwall stuff on TikTok. Love your content, mate. But what I don't love is the Bristol City camera angle. I've kind of got the Bristol City camera angle looking down at me here on the TikTok as well. Lewis, welcome to you. One of our Leeds fans. There you go. Still plenty of them around. Bloody everywhere, Leeds fans, aren't they? What are you going to do? We got Super Chat. Thank you, Ben, you bloody hero. Come on, you Orns. Yes. Can we even it out? Someone give us a Bristol City shout there. And said Orns are lined up. Not be wearing yellow tonight. They're in their blue away kits by the look of it. Just getting ready to go in the tunnel down there at Ashton. Thank you so much, Ben, for your super chat. I'm going to read a couple more and then we do predictions because players are coming out now. Guys, Alistair, welcome to you. Friday night, start of the weekend. Yeah, tremendous. I love the Friday night football in the Championship. It's the best way to start the weekend, isn't it? Used to say that when I watched Funhouse when I was a kid. The weekend starts here. Polska away to Pompey tomorrow. Yeah, I tweeted out head-to-heads. And Hull have got a few of them. And they come to Ipswich on Monday night as well. Right. Let's get some predictions from you. Like, you can do it on TikTok as well, Twitter, etc. Let me just have a look at the poll. I always tell you the results of the poll on the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel Community tab. We had 1,000 votes and only 23% think Watford are winning this one. 24% think this game is going to be a draw. 53% say Bristol City are going to win this game. But what say you in the chat right now? Get your predictions in. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be clever. Just write down the scoreline. We will read them together. It's predictions time. How is this one playing out? Bristol City versus Watford. Get your predictions in the comments. You've got 24 seconds. Go! Right, let's get these predictions. Loads of draws coming up. I can see there in the predictions in the comments. Right, let's read as many of these out as we can. Everyone's been gazumped, though, by a super chat. Thank you, Steve. The uncomfortable truth. Wrexham make the plummet. Easy for me to say. Playoffs and GER promoted. It's not uncomfortable, is it? If it's the truth is the truth. You can't handle the truth. There you go. Steve, thanks so much for your super chat. A very regular contributor. Steve, I appreciate you greatly. Right. Predictions. Yeah, we must give Big Sam a shout out. Get your volume kind of halfway up on the TV where you're listening to me, because Big Sam Parkin is on comms tonight. And he's doing Pompey as well tomorrow on TalkSport. So get your fix of Sam after watching the predictions with me and Sam as well. Anyway, we're about to kick off. Sorry, I haven't done predictions. Right, here we go. 2-1. Desmond. 3-2. Nil F in nil. 1-1. 1-1. 0-0. 1-0 City. City 3-1. Desmond. Loads of you got both teams to score. That is what I like to see, ladies and gents. 2-3. 2-1. 3-1. 2-1. You can't. Teacup Pug. You can't handle the truth. Teacup Pug. I can't say your name, let alone handle the truth, or do either. Right. There you go. One more. You're getting read out. Grim plays. There is Gerhard Struber. A pretty big fan of Struber's. I like the cut of his jib. Very much a manager that sticks to his principles. There you go. Owen, 2-1 Watford. Steve, 2-1 Bristol City. Right. Are you ready, everybody? I think we are about to begin here. Let me swing my head over in this direction. Looks like we're about to have the ball, judging by the setup for this kickoff, booted towards the Bristol City goal. This will be fun. And we will begin. They've had 3 goes at taking this blooming centre. It's gone back to Selvik in goal. And he has booted it down the ground, as we thought he might just do. And Watford nearly win a throw-in in the corner. And in the end, Bristol City win a throw-in in the corner. What an anticlimax, I hear you say. What did you expect straight from kickoff? Hey, right, let me sort the clock out. We'll go through the teams one more time. And then we will get settled in for Bristol City versus Watford. And City lineup is Vitek, McCrory, Isle, Tanner, Sykes, Borges, Randell, Knight, Horvath, Twine, Reese, who is chasing into the corner right now. So won't do the Watford team just yet. He's going to try and beat a banker in the corner there. And it's hoiked clear. And I'm going to have fun with this one by Saba Gogliachidze. Just the two Georgians in the team there. We know how to do Czech Vataza, don't we? We've had him for a while, but there you go. Right, anyway, the Watford team, Bristol City just circulating it down the right-hand side. Selvik, NGAKIA, Mfuni, Abankwa, Gogliachidze, Mendy, Luza, Iran Kunda, Czech Vataza, Kayembe, and Keremgard. And Watford may have the distinction here of the most difficult team to call with the most syllables in the most names. Here come City down the right. All cross to the back stick. McCrory puts it back in the danger zone. It's hooked clear. Good start this by City. They've won it back. Twine, can he pop the cross in? He can't. User and a long number. Love your content, mate. Keep it up. There's Millwall fans about tonight. Great to hear Sam on the commentary team tonight. Who's the main commentator? Sam's obviously on co-coms. You could say I'm the main commentator, yeah? But no, the great Sam Parkin on Sky Sports tonight on co-coms. Imparting his wisdom to the watching TV audience. Watford have it with Mfini. And he goes home. And it goes to Abankwa and Gakia. Out for throw-in. Alex, love your predictions with Matt. Thank you. Yeah, good fun. Matt SB, the king of predictions indeed. What an anticlimax. That's what she never said that to me, Steve. Keeping an eye on Wolves, Aston Villa in the Premier League, the Michael Oakes derby. Of all the names, Liam, you could have gone for Michael Oakes, hey? That is pure 90s Premier League nonsense, isn't it? Switch of play goes out to left back to Mfuni. Jack Vataza, first dribble of the night. It won't be the last. Loser. Outside of the foot back into Gogliachidze. And Gakia, heavy touch. McCrory snaps in. But Iran Kunda's bringing it down the right. And Iran Kunda runs off McCrory. Little feed inside, crossed in low. It was Mendy who put a pretty poor cross in. But you can see there, two proper wingers there. Iran Kunda and Czech Vataza. Both of them having a dribble straight away. Hoping for a draw today. Lots of people in the comments. Danya, hoping for a double points dropping tonight. Vested interest Ahoy, especially in that clustered up area of the table. I suppose the draw is the result for anyone in that area. If you want to get past both of them, you want them both to drop points, don't you? And one win is quite a lot of leverage there. Foul by Twine in the central area. Free kick, Watford. Big thank you to Ben, Steve, and right on cue there. I promise I hadn't set that up. As I always say, great channel plan. Thank you, all boxed up. You're Leeds as well, aren't you? All boxed up, am I right? Sorry if you're not. Nick, Lincoln fan here over on TikTok. Well, tell your friends, because I think we're going to be hearing from plenty of Lincoln fans next season covering the channel. Where did I have Watford in the table preseason? I can't remember. Can someone have a look? Somewhere in the middle, probably, didn't I? Probably not miles away from where they are. Always a hard one to predict. Yeah, thank you. We've got 3 out of 5 on the Super Chats. Muchly appreciated. The ball goes back in to Vitek, who clears long. Not a lot of quality in this one yet. Jack Vataza's trying to change that now. Look at him accelerating away. Oh, nice little feed into the near post. And there is the opening goal. Wow. Not much football had been played in this one. And a lightning attack there by Georgi Chakvetadze. He picks it up down the left, drives forward. Little feed into Edo Kayembe. I said he's not going to play that advanced, is he? Yes, he is. Cut back. And I didn't think Keremgard would be able to finish that from the angle on the near post. Yes, he does. Into the roof of the net. And if you wanted a good game of football, you want an early goal. We've got an early goal. It's gone to Watford. Keremgard is the scorer. How about that? It's well worked, isn't it? Chakvetadze just gets the wrong side of Sykes. Great carry, isn't it? Just didn't look possible. The last two passes. One's through the legs of Isle. To be fair, the angle's not actually that narrow. He just gets across the near post there. Does Luca Keremgard. And roofs it. Whack. Bristol City 0. Watford 1. Bring on the goals. Most of you had both teams to score in the pre-season predictions. Good evening, Dan, on TikTok down there. What a start, eh? Proper great strikers run there. Yeah, to be fair, Alistair, he got across the near post there, didn't he? The angle wasn't as narrow as I thought it was. I thought he was well beyond the near post there and wasn't going to be able to squidge it in. But yeah, I think the ball through the legs is the issue on the way through. But it happens so often, doesn't it? Watford lead here 1-0. I suppose I should. What is my? There you go. I had it typed in and it hadn't changed on the screen there. Strange. Keremgard is on my mind, and he's Watford's number 9. And he's in the goals, and Watford are in the slipstream of the playoffs as we speak. Keremgard, I think, 9 for the season. Someone fact check me on that one. Ipswich, my main man over at Blue Monday. Villa piling on the pressure early at Molineux, as you would expect. Let me know what's going on in that one. What's going on in this one is we've had an early goal. Chakvetadze, quick sprint. Little feed, Kayembe cut back. Keremgard across the near post. Bang, 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 goal. It's a very left-footed goal as well, wasn't it? Cut back left foot. To be fair to Kayembe, finish left foot. He sticks that first time nice and early. That's what catches the centre half. Just a little snick through the legs there. Loser has been penalised on Randell there. Gerhard Struber looking pretty unamused by, is that a word? By the opening 10 minutes. This Bristol City haven't played badly. We said it though, in the previous phase of play, within the space of about 45 seconds, Chakvetadze made a run down the left dribble. And then there was an equivalent dribble down the right for Iran Kunda. And you think, okay, is that the game? Wing-backs come forward for, Bristol City. Watford, switch it. Get them in behind. Get them dribbling. The two wingers. And it's worked. Resident Evil in the dark, Dave. Sounds good, man. Lukey on TikTok. Do I prefer Millwall or Ipswich's position? Games in hand or points on the board? Give me those points on the board. Every time. Especially when the game's in hand. I suppose they're not really away games now, are they? One of them's an away game against Pompey, isn't it? Felt like they were all away games at one point. McCrory tries to run NGAKIA. That might be a yellow card. Yeah, both hands around the waist there. Lucky to get away with that one. NGAKIA realises he's body to body there and he's up nice and close. Just grabs on behind. You see them given. We owe a big thank you to... Oh, God, I'm going to butcher this one. He's going to correct me in the chat there. Medania, 12. How did I do on the pronunciation there? I'll say a huge thank you for the super sticker and you can give me your feedback on how much I butchered your name there. Oh, cross goes in. A bit of a flimsy punch there by Selvik at the back. They've cleared their lines, though, Watford. Big shout out to you and Matt for doing the League One predictions. For a Huddersfield fan, a nice one, Wayne. Bit up and down for Huddersfield past couple of years in League One, hasn't it, eh? Big favourites. Haven't quite managed to live up to the expectations there, Huddersfield. Up the Borough, hard game Monday. Yes, HX, come and join us for it. Looking forward to that. Birmingham versus Borough, Monday night. Borges, one up the line. Into the feet of Jason Knight. It's a good press. They have won the throw in there. Trace, how do I think Pompey's going to do tomorrow? I can't remember what I said in the predictions. I think I gave him a point against Hull. Can't remember. Yes, HX, we will be doing the watch along on Monday night. I will be on the sports. It's a long day for me on Monday. I'm going to be on the Sportsman podcast in Manchester during the day. So that should drop about, 4 or 5 o'clock by the time the producers have got that all done. Then I'm going to hightail it back here on the train. Hopefully hang out with Enid and Shaley for a bit. And then we'll do the watch along in the evening. Strutty. Going to be at Fortress Portman tomorrow. Strutty won't be impressed when he hears I'll be watching Norwich. Norwich at Leicester at lunchtime over here and working on the hot takes in the evening. All that's fed into the box. All clipped in back stick. McCrory on the volley. Good hit. Good save. The open part of the goal was to the keeper's left there, but he managed to get it the other side. So there was the element of surprise there. Decent enough save that by Selvik down to the right. Borges. Baz, a prediction on Cov Stoke. I think I went 3-1 Cov. I think both Sam and I backed Coventry to go 3 for 3, 9 points across the week. Oh, blocked out there. Good press by Bristol City. And Feeney can't get it clear. They're swarming now, aren't they? Horvath. Feed to Macquarie. Mark, thank you for your super chat, boss. Looking forward to Monday. Love the watch-alongs. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be a good game, that one, on Monday night. A few people have mentioned that already. Birmingham Borough, come and join us. That should be a really good game, actually. Good game of football, that. And even if you don't get a good game of football at this time of the season, the tension will just do for you anyway, won't it? Target hit, says Liam. You've done this before, haven't you? He's waited there for number 5. He's knocked it in for the hat-trick. Thank you, Liam. We got 5 super chats. Thank you, guys. So you can cut it on the super chats now. And I'll say thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful. It does really, really help. But enjoy it for free now because we've hit our target. And if you want a super chat on Monday night. That'll help me out greatly because we won't do a super chat target for the early tomorrow. A little back heel inside. Abanqua, loser. audaciously just clips it out of his own box for Iran Kunda. Keremgard's header back to Iran Kunda was all right. It's been played at breakneck speed, this, hasn't it? We hoped this would be the case. A very physical game, knowing the two managers. Or I say knowing the two managers, but I don't know a lot about Edward Still. No, plenty about Gerhard Struber, don't we? Ben, do you agree with the 8th place playoff proposal? I don't think it really matters whether I agree with it or not, because I can't see it not being voted through. So I'm just going to try and enjoy it when it happens, hey? Because it's probably going to happen. Yeah, for everybody asking in the chat, we'll be here tomorrow lunchtime for Leicester Norwich, and then we'll be here Monday night. Will be hot takes on Sunday morning. There'll be Blue Monday on Sunday night. And there'll be Sportsman on Monday. Loads and loads of stuff. Corner, Bristol City. Trying to play the game at good pace. Going to come in from the right hand side. Actually, it's gone short, and then to the back stick over everybody's head. Bit of a wasted opportunity there. Oh, I've got to say thank you to Gary. Super sticker. Oh, we just saw the replay of McCrory's volley. We hadn't seen that. Oh, did it take a little deflection off NGAKIA on the way through? I think it may have. NGAKIA found its way through to Kayembe. One way to play through the lines. Big switch for Chak Fataza, who is not 8 foot tall. Would you say relegation or promotion is a more stressful experience? I suppose it depends on the context of either, doesn't it? People tend to check out when they're going down, don't they? So maybe there's more energy expended in a promotion race. Whether that equates to stressful energy, I don't entirely know. McCrory. I did say thank you to Gary for the super sticker there, didn't I? I think I did. Thank you, Gary. You lot are too kind. Borges. I think Footmob had him at left wing back and McCrory playing centre back. That is very much not the case. McCrory is playing wing back and Borges is playing left centre back. Into Borges again. Watford sitting fairly strong, aren't they? Bristol City unable to play through. They've gone trying to go over them there. Golia Chidze coming out and heading it, but here they come nonetheless. Always fed to the edge of the box. Shooting chance. Oh, it was deflected from Jason Knight. You wondered whether that was going to bounce through. And full for Reese. I think it hit Loser's elbow there. I don't think it was ever going to be given handball. Pretty close to the body, wasn't it? Probably not in an unnatural position. Here comes Sykes down the right. Chakratadze are chasing. Sykes gets the crossover. Selvik big punch. Reese jumped at him. He's just holding his lower back. Cross goes in again. Selvik punches. And Iran Kunda dribbles it away. Run for days, that fellow, wouldn't he? Ben, at this point, not including parachute teams, who do you reckon has underperformed the most? So I can't say Leicester. West Brom, surely. Feels like I'm just going up the table there, don't I? Abanqua. It's pretty ping-pong, this match, isn't it? I doubt the pace is going to stay this frantic. The ball's back with Selvik. He knocks it into Loser. They haven't really managed to get on the ball. Bristol City have just been trying to press the life out of them at the back. Yeah, and they can't get any kind of passing rhythm, Watford, can they? I think the fact that they've scored the goal, has that made them drop back a few metres, and has it made Bristol City press a little bit more aggressively? I don't know. Cleared by Abanqua. Bristol City trying to build up again. Borges. Views on Norwich playing their centre-back in the 9 tomorrow. You love to see it, don't you? I remember Paul Warhurst going up front for Blackburn and then becoming a striker. And what about Chris Sutton at Norwich? He was a centre-back. And then he became Britain's most expensive striker, didn't he, Chris? John Charles used to play both, didn't he, in the same game? Throw in Watford, who haven't really been able to get out of their own half for the last 5 minutes. 77% possession, Bristol City. One shot on target for West Brom. I'll tell you what, they wish that, don't they? One shot on target for Watford, easy for me to say. And they lead from it. Dion Dublin, yes. Could very much do both, couldn't he? Kenny Burns. What a player for Norwich, Chris Sutton. Yeah, he was a great player, wasn't he? I saw him score. Ian Marshall, Martin saying on TikTok there. Saw Chris Sutton scoring an East Anglian derby, but I'm happy to say Ipswich. I think did Ipswich win 2-1 or 3-1 in that game? Can't remember. Someone looked that up. Mid-90s at Portman Road. Iran Kunda tried to get away from Borges, and Borges has been yellow carded. They have looked dangerous in the fleeting moments they've got on the ball. I mean, that's where the goal came from. The other side, Chakratadze, Iran Kunda. Edward Still's probably going to be saying that. There you go, Liam. Paul Warhurst, 12 in 12. So I might be misremembering that. I said he did it for Blackburn. He did it for Sheffield Wednesday and then signed for Blackburn, didn't he? Free kick Watford. Oh, goodness me. I think that came off a Bristol City head. Hit the post. Hit Vitek's knee. Went back towards the goal. Camera's gone on Gogliachidze, but I'm sure that came off a red shirt. Oh, no, it didn't. No, he gets a head on it there. That nearly crept in the corner. He's sandwiched in between two centre-backs. I think the keeper's beaten there. Throws himself across the goal, hits the post. A little bit of luck after that. And having had barely any of the play, Watford could have gone 2-0 up then, couldn't they? 1993 was it, Rich? God, I'm old. Dear oh me. Happy days, anyway. Any Derby fans watching, Paul? I'm sure there are many. Left-handed Tom. Saw you on the Swans cast preview. Yeah, he's a good lad, Luke, who hosts that. Check that out. If you want to hear me inevitably get asked about Snoop Doggy Dogg. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Free kick. Watford. Imran Loser is going to put this over with the left foot. Poor delivery from a very good player there. One back though. And NGAKIA boots it in long. One in the air by a Banquer, but it's going to go loose. Nice little reverse ball there by Randell. What a switch of play that is. Completely unnecessary, but I'm here for it. Sykes. Sykes back to Tanner. Sykes, Tanner. Heavy touch. Sykes is trying to get narrow from wing back, but both sides have been pretty good with the pressing and the team shape and the out possession stuff, haven't they? It's that type. We said it'd be that type of game, didn't we? Oh, it's a nice feed down the line, but Mfuni gets there first. And chance for Watford to counter here. Keremgard, can they work this? No. Try to play it out to the wing. Iran Kunda had swapped. Maybe him and Chakvataza have just swapped. Oh, nice turn, edge of the box. Thought about going down there. Shot driven in the end by Horvath. Flag goes up. He just got a little nibble and he thought, am I going to hit the deck? It's a really nice take. Gets a bit of luck. Shot's driven in. Offside flag comes up after that after the Reece challenge for the ball. Right decision. Another shot on target. Did I hear about Derby keeper Zetterstrom out with an infected spleen? That does not sound good. Get well soon. And NGAKIA, crossing position, little knock inside. Switch of play. Kayembe. Mendy. Loser. Bit of possession for Watford. They haven't had much of it, have they? Iran Kunda. Oh! He smashed that from distance. That didn't miss by much by the look of it. He scored a couple of worldies from outside the box to start the season. How close was that? Oh, that's really close. Wow. Vitek very, very much saying, don't let him shoot from there. That misses by a whisker. Doesn't it? Goodness me. We've got 2 more super chats here. Steve, there's a rumour that Snoop wants the entire team to, do the thing that it says there before every match to chillax. They're more than welcome to do that prior to the game tomorrow against Ipswich, because I don't think it'll help their performance. Steve, thanks so much for the super chat. Oh, that's a giant one. Kelly, thank you so much. I'm just going to hold fire there. Free kick there. I think Twine right on the area. Might be winning the contest for the worst day. Dealing with the IRS. Oh, sorry, my late father's tax one. I'm sorry to hear that. Paid in 2024. Still getting bills. Can't get it resolved. On the phone for 4 hours. Listening to music. Following the watch along to stay sane. Oh, Kelly. Dear oh me. Keep fighting the good fight, my darling. And I'm sorry that you're having to go through that. The tax man will tax your money over and over and over and over again during and apparently after your life. So you have my very great sympathy there, Kelly. Good luck getting through, and huge thank you for massive super chat there. Really, really kind. Free kick goes into the wall from Twine. Follow up was from Horvath. That was blocked out as well. Almost classes as a big chance when you get a free kick on the edge of the box with Twine, doesn't it? McCrory. Throw in. Lots of pressure, lots of possession. I say lots of pressure. Let me rephrase that. Lots of territory, lots of ball. But Bristol City haven't created a great deal, have they? You would have to conclude. Sky right on cue there. I'm sure Sam is saying exactly the same as me on co-coms over there. A game of few chances thus far. 3 shots on target. I suppose 8 shots in the game could be worse, couldn't it, hey? In terms of the excitement. Yeah. If I were a manager, how would you set up your team, formation and style of play? Well, I'd like to think I would play complete, total, beautifully, aesthetically wonderful football, but wouldn't we all think that about ourselves, hey? Nearly at 100 likes, Paul. Thank you for your pluggery. Another free kick, Bristol City, which I think Horvath is going to swing into the box from a pretty deep position over on the left-hand side. And it goes left-footed. Headed out by Keremgard, the goal scorer. Recycle here. Oh, it's a brilliant cross. Oh, and there's the equaliser. And that was all about the assist. Randell with a David Beckham-like cross there with the right foot. Scott Twine has headed in. How about that assist, you lot? Twine would have been proud of that. He doesn't have to do the hard yards there. What a cross by Randell there. That is a moment of supreme supreme quality there. Have a look at this. Touch. Oh, look at it. It doesn't get better than that, does it? What an assist. That is so good from Randell. Keeper's got no chance there. Twine just has to direct that go. Look, it's literally right through the keeper. It's such a good cross that it doesn't really much matter what Twine does. Take a bow, Adam Randell. We haven't seen an assist that good on one of the watch-alongs for a while. Brilliant piece of quality there from Randell. And it is Bristol City 1, Watford 1. And we have 2 first half goals. Scott Twine 10 for the season, is that, David? Excellent. Someone fact check that for me. This must now be Twine's best season, along with that ridiculous season he had at MK with Liam Manning, where he just got all the goal contributions, didn't he? 1-1. Knocked inside to Borges. Scott Twine header. Collector's item. There we go. We've got a super chat in there. Christopher Wadden Holmes. Thank you, Christopher. If Coventry and Ipswich both go up, will you and Mattis be doing a vlog on what it will take for all 3 promoted teams to stay up and do well? Absolutely we will. We'll probably do that on the excellent 3 at the Back show over on Conor McGilligan's channel. Sounds like a plan, Christopher. And thank you hugely. I know you've super chatted before, haven't you? So yeah, huge thank you for the support, matey. Thank you very, very much, Lee. Down the right comes Tanner. Ooh, we tried to squeeze that through. Turned over and Kunda tried to help it onto Kayembe. It's weird, this game, because obviously... Ooh, don't lose that there. No, they haven't. Nice play out from the back by Bristol City. Heart in mouth a little bit. When you get one of these games where the away team's nicked a goal and then the home team's had all the possession, literally the second that the home team equalises, you're like, oh, okay, this could now swing heavily the other way, couldn't it? Borges, McCrory, Ale, Tanner. What's possession stats? Yeah, 72% still. Been very happy to surrender possession here, Watford. Stay in shape and press. Fine. Remember, though, you got loser. You got Chak Vataza around Kunda. Maybe you could be doing a bit more with the ball. Oh, there's one into the channel. They've recycled it. Goodness me. Haphazard defending there by Watford. The ball was channeled and they let Reese run in behind them, and then it looked like the keeper wasn't going to get it. Got away with it. Iran Kunda down off the ball. Kambe holds. Here's loser. Oh, that's very kind, Nigel. I'll steer clear of the banter. But I appreciate the cross East Anglia friendships. Knocked home by Goglichidze. Fact check. Trine's best season in the Championship. There you go. Crikey. 33 goal contribs in League One with MK. NGAKIA runs into McCrory, Kayembe, Loser. I mean, I'm all for Loser playing deep. It's kind of a deep line playmaker position. But in a game where you're having such little possession, feels like a bit of a waste of talent. Ooh, nice switch of play. Here comes a quick counter. Sykes. Sykes crosses early looking for Reese. Abankwa gets something on it. Horvath nods it on. Looked a dangerous position there for a hot second. Fed through by Twine. The foul on the edge? No, not given. And here is Chakvetadze on the counter. And this is where Watford scored from. Chakvetadze 1v1. Comes inside. Chakvetadze hits the shot. Good block. Iran Kunda can recycle it. Sorry, I just need to reset the TikTok thing so it doesn't time me out. There we go. We are back. Watford still on the attack. Iran Kunda, Loser, Kayembe. All the players, you can literally throw a blanket over them. So close together. Make the pitch bigger, you lot. Come on. They're trying to. To be honest, I miss all the Ben banter with the Leeds contingent. Yeah, they are an invested bunch, the Leeds contingent, I tell you. Couple of fun seasons with them down in the Championship. Back where they belong probably now, up in the Premier League. Ben has promised me will not abandon the Championship. Absolutely not, Kelly. I have been in that situation before and never abandoned the Championship. Promise. Isle. Wolves are painful to watch. Is it still 0-0 in the Premier League? 8 o'clock kickoff. I think that one, wasn't it? Must have been, yeah. Tanner. Oh, nice feed. Horvath. Shot, deflected, loops goalwards and over the crossbar. You just never know whether they're just going to drop over the keeper's heads. Those type strikes. It's a good block, actually. Who was that? Loser. Not there for his defending. But he gets it done nonetheless. Corner Bristol City. And it goes right-footed, headed out by... I tell you what, Kerem Guard's not only scored the goal, he's been good in his own area. Here's a counter-attack. There's 4 blue shirts coming forward, and that is a horrific pass by Chakvetadze. I don't think he realises if he turned the other way, it's a little like 4-on-2 there. What a waste. 1 minute stoppage time. Oh, Chakvetadze in the box now. Goes on the right foot. He's frustrating, Chakvetadze. Sometimes he looks so direct, and then other times when you want him to be direct, he's a bit of a showboater, isn't he? Disappointing. NGAKIA. Loser. Mendy. 3 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Matt. Can we get some love for Ben for picking the game with the goals tonight? Thank you, Matthew. I did well, didn't I? Picking the one game, the only game with goals in. All of those statements are true. It is half time. It is Bristol City 1, Watford 1. Check out the great Matt SB. He will be vlogging Coventry. Who Coventry got tomorrow? Stoke. Check that out on Matt's channel tomorrow. 1-1 here. And I hate to say I told you so, but I was right that this was going to be an out of possession game, wasn't it? About the pressing, about the kind of team shape. Early goal for Watford in this one, pretty much out of nowhere. Keremgard, 7 minutes. Chak Vitadze powers down the left-hand side, as he's good at. Shame it's the only time he did it in the half, wasn't it? He releases it. Good run by Kayembe. Keremgard's the third man run. Kayembe does well in that he just hits it early as he can across the box, goes through the defender's legs. I thought it was a bit of a weird one. I thought he was across the outside of the line of the near post, Keremgard, but he wasn't. He just point blank range then roofs it past the keeper, 1-0. Then Bristol City had an absolute ton of possession, but not that much in the way of chances. And the goal is an absolute bit of quality from Randell in central midfield, who turns into David Beckham for 1 second and puts in a beautiful right foot cross. Really swings it over, just kills the entirety of the Watford backline trying to defend that one, and just powered in Twine. Basically, just is such a good cross that he just has to let it hit him on the head, basically. So, just a brilliant bit of quality by Randell. First half stats tell us 68% possession Bristol City. Well, the eye test told us that. Only one shot on target from Watford, and they've scored from it. Although, frustratingly, they've had a couple of good sort of counter-attacks as well. Bristol City have had more of the game. A draw doesn't feel massively unfair, but if Bristol City had been leading, would Watford really be feeling, this is we haven't got what we deserved here? No, probably not. Where's that comment I was going to read out there? Very interesting that no one is complaining over Ben watching his mandatory choice of the Sky main event. You see, when there's only one game, even I can get away with choosing the only game that's happening. Wait until tomorrow lunchtime, Dom Deng, when there's 3 games on. And I've chosen the wrong one. I'm always wrong, even when I don't choose it. Anyway, I am going to make a coffee, and we're going to be back in 5 minutes. If you're watching on TikTok, I'm going to stop the stream, but we will start it, okay? Again, in about 5 minutes. So come back. Don't leave me. Don't leave me this way. And I'm going to go and grab a coffee. Get your questions, your comments in. We'll maybe play Where in the World, I think, or Who's Your Team when we come back. We'll probably play Where in the World, I reckon. Okay. Right. We'll be back in 5. Half-time. Bristol City 1. Watford 1. Couple of goals. Nicely poised. Great chat. And we'll see you back in about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Half time in our first game of round 35. Sorry, I have to have a cushion behind me now. My neck issues. I've got to sit up straight, you see. First game around 35 is Bristol City versus Watford. 1-1. Kerem Guard and Twine with the goals in the first half. Sorry, let me just switch on TikTok as well and make sure those lovely people there are seeing us as well. Get your comments in on the first half and anything you want to talk about in the rest of round 35. Early's tomorrow. Derby, Blackburn, Leicester, Norwich. That'll be our game on the watch along. And Pompey, Hull. 3 p.m. Charlton v Wrexham, Cov v Stoke, Ipswich v Swans, Oxford v West Brom, Preston v Millwall, QPR, Blades, Sheff Wednesday, Southampton. And then Monday night, we are doing... who is it on Monday night? It's Birmingham versus Middlesbrough, isn't it? So looking forward to that one as well. That will be our Monday night watch along. I'd like to do this at half time if we've got a second. Let's play where in the world. So let me know exactly where you are watching from. As I say, you don't have to be funny, you don't have to be clever. Just write down your location and we'll read them together. It gives me a lovely idea of, who's watching and where we are in the world. It's quite the privilege to be doing what we're doing and speaking to so many different people across the globe. So I'm going to hit the stinger and tell me where you're watching from. You've got 20 seconds. Right, get your locations in and we will give them all a shout out. Right, where are we? We're watching from Biggin Hill, Nottinghamshire, Thailand indeed, England, Bristol, Tint Whistle. What a beautifully named place there. Stoke, Bristol, Watford, East Yorkshire, Blue Side of Sheffield, Taunton, Tax Hell. I misread that for a second there. Tax Hell, Northern California. Very nice. Greenwich, Edinburgh, North Devon, Philip. I was in Barnstaple. Was it last weekend or was it the weekend before? Maybe the weekend before. Stockton. I was in Scotch Corner last weekend. That was where I was. Definitely the weekend before, wasn't he? Belfast, Norwich, Jackson, Cyprus, south of Lincoln, Marbella. That sounds good to me. Scarborough, Ashton Gate. Well done, Henry. Well done on getting reception as well. Northampton, Ireland, New Zealand, Coventry. You don't go there, do you, Matt? Hey? Dear oh me. Has anyone ever had a Scotch egg at Scotch Corner? I don't know whether I should say this, but I had a coffee and was recognised by a subscriber of this channel, a Middlesbrough fan. So it was a nice trip to Scotch Corner in that regard there. Jacksonville, Florida. Wonderful. Right, let's try and hit a like spike before we get back into the second half of this one. You have 11 seconds wherever you are watching to hit the thumbs up. Let's do it right now. It's a like spike. Right, we are out from the second half. Let me just, or maybe someone can do it for me in the chat. I'm just being lazy now, aren't I? Dear me. Asking you shall receive. Look it up yourself, Ben. I hear you will say 131 likes, and I thank you all profusely. And I need to give thanks to a lot of super chatters tonight. Very, very grateful for the support. We hit our 5 super chat target a long time ago. Long time ago. I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. Right. We are into hit spacebar and then the clock will be all good. Bosh. There we go. Right, let's reset the teams. And then I haven't even had a sip of my coffee yet and said cheers to all of you lot and happy Friday night. And I have my nice moment of saying how I love to do this on a Friday and hang out with you lot. It's a great privilege. Really appreciate it. Right, free kick Bristol City. Refs just moved them back a couple of feet, so I can say City, Vitek in goal, Tanner, Isle, McCrory, Borges, Sykes, Randell, Knight, Twine, Horvath, Jakobsen. Twine the goal scorer in the first half. Horvath about to take this free kick. In it comes left-footed, eyebrows on the near post. Oh, Reece tried to change direction. You often get handballs on those where it's bimbling about, but nothing doing. Watford line up. Selvik in goal. NGAKIA, Mfini, Abankwa, Godly Chidze, Luza Mendy, Iran Kunda, Chakvataza Kambe, and Kerimgard. Don McLean. The best Don McLean song is Vincent, though, isn't it? Starry, starry night. What a song. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. What lyrics! Brilliant, hey? Mark, as a Saints fan, where do you think we will finish? Somewhere in the top 8. How high or not? I don't know. Shanked clearance there from Vitek in goal. Watford throw. Right, I can say cheers now. And drink some of my coffee. Watford throw down the left-hand side, shooting towards the away fans there. Fair play to the ones who've travelled, because these two played in the FA Cup, and there will be people sat in that stand who watched this very game in January and watched Watford lose it. Was it 5-1? So fair play if they've gone back. Where's the chocolate biscuits? Not in my house. Loser. NGAKIA. Around Kunda. Kerimgard. Heavy touch. I think he wanted a foul. He wasn't going to get one. He just overran that, didn't he? Oh, here comes Reece, right-hand side of the box. Good feet, he's into the box. As soon as I say good feet, he has a hefty touch. And Sykes is late on Mendy. Scott Twine's just gone mad complaining about that. If he watches that back, he'll realise it was definitely a foul. A free kick then to Watford. a chance to clear their lines. There is Eduardo Bove, who, if you don't know the story, well, as Sky have just told you, signed as a free agent in January, had bad heart problems, out of the game for a long while, but was playing at a very, very high level for Roma. Do you know the question, Reese, Benjamin Bloom, what team do you support? The question I get asked the most in these things is, what team do you support? To which I would say, why does that matter? I'm not having a go. I'm just saying, why does that matter? It's not about me. It's about this game that we're watching. I don't play the tribal game. Jack Vitadza in off the left. Loser. Crossed in by NGAKIA. He's got no angle there and he just kind of clips that over the top. Well, that's it, Gary, isn't it? What tribe are you part of? Yeah, not for me. I'm an individual. Sykes switched out to him on the right. He's got an overlap here. Knocked inside. And they've cleared their lines, Watford. Kayembe hold. And I thought he'd won the throw in there. Two throw-ins in quick succession to Bristol City. Sykes. Horvath gives it him back. Tanner. Isle. I have to say, two pretty decent performances out of possession from these two. Again, Bristol City tried to build and Watford very stiff with their team shape. Could not play through. Ooh, loose pass. Kayembe gets a bounce. Goes into the gap behind the centre-backs. Vitek out off his line. Clears it. Mendy. Cross goes in. Easy catch for Vitek. Or worse still, who did you vote for? Yeah, right. I mean, you can do what you like, but I would say judge others on what's being said rather than who's saying it. For example, who I support shouldn't really have any relevance on what I say or how it's received. I know that's not the case, but it shouldn't do. In the same way the commenter says, who somebody votes for example, also shouldn't have any significance. They're either saying a good idea or a bad idea or something you agree with or not, and we can discuss all that, but let's try and judge what people are saying, if you know what I mean. I'm not saying the guy who asked me who I support wasn't going to do that. I was just thinking about that the other day. I just constantly get asked, a good idea is a good idea forever. There is no room, whatever number he says, 362. Just get asked over and again who I support. And I'm like, how's that affecting anything you're hearing? Ho-hum. Little feed down the line for Emil Rees to change. Someone told me you're a Stoke fan. I'm not a Stoke fan. I'm an Ipswich fan. But it doesn't really matter today, does it? Because we're talking about Bristol City and Watford, hey? We can talk about Stoke and Ipswich and everybody, in fact. Well, everybody except Borough and Birmingham, because they won't have played yet. On Sunday on the Hot Take Show. Borges, Randell with the moment of best quality in this game. That cross. Here's Chak Fatadza. Loser. Oh, Loser hits a great shot left-footed. It's tipped around the post. He's such a good player, Loser, isn't he? Good save by Vitek. It's one of those where anyone could telegraph that's where it's going to go, but he hits that so well, doesn't he? It's bending in the corner. Oh, that would have been a brilliant goal, and it's good save, that, isn't it? Very good. Well played, both. In goes the corner. Headed out. I think Big Isle got his head on it. Loser. Oh, Loser stands that one up. Headed clear again. Nodded on by Feeney, I think, on the right hand side there. And Bristol City gather the ball and clear their lines. Is it still 0-0 in the Premier League? Yellow card has come out for Mfuni, who I think's like 17 or something, isn't he? The fullback, 18, on loan from Man City. Can you imagine? Couldn't even tie my shoelaces when I was 18. And he's playing this level of football. Fair play, lad. Good luck to you. You're a better man than I. Another yellow card has come out. Is that to NGAKIA? I think both Watford's fullbacks have just been booked within the space of like 30 seconds there. Whether that's something that could be leveraged by Bristol City, we will find out. Vitek. Isle into Randell in the central midfield. He plays forward early to Reese. Golia Chidze gets across and makes the challenge. We're throwing to Bristol City down the left-hand side. Famous last words, but I'll say it. They look the more likely winner here. We know how that ends when I say that, don't we? And Emil Reese is about to hurl this into the box. Big centre half there. The new signing, Noah Isle, is massive. But the throw-in doesn't reach him. Keremgar's been brilliant on the defensive throw-ins, hasn't he? Sykes knocks that one back. Horvath swings it in left-footed. If he could have sorted his feet out there. Oh, he went with the right foot. There was something in that. Would have been a difficult one to get back across the box. But it could have been possible if your body's open and you go in there left-footed. And Emil Reese's last action in this game will be hurling a long throw-in. And Scott Twine, the goal scorer, is out. So definitely a case of pepping up his attack here. 2 of the front 3 are coming out now. Horvath's going to stay in. But Reese and Twine are about to come out. And that's Max Bird. So he's going to go into midfield. What is Struber up to here? Has he gone for a 3 in midfield and a 2 up top? Because Sinclair Armstrong's gone in as well. So it's probably a little slight tweak in the system there. That looks like one more midfielder as opposed to the 2 10s playing off the striker. Maybe just... Or maybe Bird will just drop into the position that Twine was in. We will find out. You can't see Horvath playing up top really with Sinclair Armstrong, can you? Yeah, they look like they're in the same shape. We'll see. Ooh, that's opened up. Chapatard's the left wing. He's going to get into the box here. Wants to go on the right foot. Predictable. Oh, there's a lovely back heel. Chapatard's now crossing position. Oh, into the box and over the bar. Chance. Iran Kunda had got a cross from the right wing. It's a good bit of defending, actually. He's touched tight. If he's not, Iran Kunda scores there, doesn't he? Yeah, well done. Is it McCrory who runs in with him? It is. Although, to be fair, he's not actually that tight, is he? Yeah, Iran Kunda shakes his head. That was a really, really big chance, wasn't it? Oof. Trace, how do you think Portsmouth are going to do tomorrow against Hull? I think I answered that already earlier, didn't I? I think I went for the draw. It's at Pompey, isn't it? They're good at home. Here come City. Oh, Sykes puts that agonisingly across the box. We're going to keep going, though. Armstrong's picked up. Armstrong with the nutmeg butt on the cover there, Abankwah. Armstrong's one of these players who flits in between looking absolutely brilliant and not looking absolutely brilliant. Have Wolves actually taken the lead in the Premier League? Wow. Did no see that one coming. So Wolves are beating Villa, are they? How about that? Iran Kunda's trying to get in behind again. But the offside flag goes up. Pretty tight that, isn't it? Sometimes when the linesman's got the object player right in front of him, it's very hard for him to judge the angle, isn't it? Armstrong. Can't get past his man. It's going to be a Bristol City throw-in. Wolves on course to avoid the Derby County record. Oh, they overtake tonight, Matt, don't they? Yes. Vitek, Borges, Knight, Tanner. Nicely built up by Bristol City, but Watford have defended well. Horvath into Armstrong. They've kind of bounced up at his head, to be fair. Tricky. Still the possession's heavily Bristol City, 66-34. Still only 5 shots on target in the game. For the 2 goals. Ben, in football terms, what's the difference between a guess and a prediction? Not really sure that matters, does it? I don't know. A guess feels a bit disrespectful, doesn't it? Like you've got no information, you're just trying to guess something. Whereas I think when you predict something, you're trying to assimilate information to figure out an outcome. If you don't like predictions, then I'd suggest not watching them, but I wouldn't use up too much thought on it. I know some people get very triggered by them. Into the box comes Horvath on the left foot. All fed into Armstrong. Huge chance. Did he go to the right foot then? He went with the outside of his right, didn't he? To be fair to him, he would have wanted that played a bit ahead of him or a bit earlier. It's not bad from Horvath. Touch. The tackle comes across. Why is he not taking that with his left foot? It's poor finish by Armstrong, as I said, who flits from looking very good and not very good. Unfortunately for Sinclair, that was one of the not very good moments. Prediction is based on logic and reasoning. A guess is plucked from thin air. There you go. Guess and prediction, same as excuse and reason. There you go. Mean the same thing, but have different connotations. It's a race to the bottom with people who get triggered by predictions, because you just end up the reductio ad absurdio, or whatever that thing's called, position is, well, what's the point in predicting anything, because nothing can be certain and the only information you've got is past information that cannot definitively prove anything in the future. So why bother, and let's all just not talk to each other or ever do anything ever again. Or you just have a bit of fun and try and use the information that you've got to chat about what might happen. But I get how, some people's brains are very literal, aren't they? And if something isn't a certainty or a fact, then it's a bit of a head scramble. Paul Matthew Dyke, you're a great pundit. As I'm waffling on about predictions, thank you. Football is certainly not a logical game. Well, exactly. Yeah. It's a chaotic game, isn't it? So you can, that's the great thing about predictions. You can come with all the logic you like, and then some centre-back does a daft tackle, denies an obvious goal-scoring opportunity within 2 minutes, and there's a red card in the game, and all of your logic goes out the window immediately, doesn't it? Tom Ince has come into the game. Christopher. Another super chat. It's very, very kind. Thank you very, very much. Loved your performance of Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, thank you. That was in a different lifetime. Would you ever attempt the Exploding Heads version where they changed the lyrics using footballers' names? Possibly. I'd need to practice it though. It's a bit tricky, Bohemian Rhapsody. You have to have trained up for that one. Thank you very much. Headed away by... Oh, did they bring Pollock in as well? I'm not paying attention, am I? Yeah, Pollock's come in. He must have come in at the same time as Tom Ince came in. Sorry. It's just me never paying attention to substitutions, isn't it? Dear oh me. Even the computer they use for predictions is around 55% accurate. It's just fun. Yeah, there you go. Like I say, all our brains work in different ways, and some people have very literal brains, and unless things are very exact, they struggle to cope with the whys and wherefores. And that's fine. To each their own. And NGAKIA steps out off the right. Ince, first touch for him. Loser. I think he tried to cross that. Or maybe not cross it, but shape it across the box. Oh, that's a nice little feed inside. Ince drives the shot. Again, the ball that Loser tried to play to Chakvetadze was on there. Here's a quick counter-attack. Armstrong sprinting in the other end, and Selvik takes no risks there and just kind of cushion half volleys it out of play for a throw-in. What are we 5 likes away from? What is it, 150? We got 100, didn't we? Happy days. Tanner. Fouled by Chakvetadze. I think he'll get out without yellow for that one, won't he? I assume we're on the same clock. If anybody's watching Premier League and Wolves, are they about matched with us? I like to think of Ben as a chilled out entertainer. A friend first, a boss second. I must remember to thank him. There he goes. Loser over by the corner flag. Ince tried to dribble it out. Throw in Watford. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Wolves 1-0, 70 minutes gone. So what, Villa going to score twice in like minutes 85 and 87 or something? Likely. And likely we're going to go to the bench again here. It's a missed opportunity, isn't it? Both on the peripheries. Here's Horvath. Oh, into the box. Horvath. Ooh, it's a sliding tackle went in there, and Horvath's thinking it's Pollock who flung the leg out. Oh, can I go over that leg? Just got it out of the way. Here's a Watford counter. Loser carrying it. Loser onto Ince. Carries his run into the box. Ince. Oh, nice feet by Ince. Makes space, cuts it across the box. Going to break for Keremgard. I think that's going to be a goal kick, is it? He's given a corner. Keeper for Bristol City, Vitek, agrees with me. Just as the cutback went over, you're thinking, anybody with any kind of touch there. Here's the attack up the other end. Do you know what? Pollock's lucky. He slides in so far away from the ball that he's never going to concede a penalty there. This is more a block than a tackle. Speaking of which, a lot of blocking coming in from this corner. Tanner gets eyebrows on it. Check for Tardza. He's going to let it go out for another throw. Check for Tardza to loser. Cushion pass. Looking for Mfuni. Couldn't quite complete it. Is that Cameron Pring about to come in? He'll play left wing back. Sykes is coming out. So I guess McCrory will swap over to the right-hand side. Could have started it like that. I'm guessing there's a fitness reason why he didn't. Jack Vittarza tries to take the throw about half a mile away from where it should have been. And Fooney's going to have a go from the right place. Kayembe cuts it back. Is he going to go to a blue shirt? Yes, it is. And NGAKIA. Oh, what a goal! Wow! Jeremy NGAKIA, the right back. I thought he might get substituted after he got yellow carded. Has just drilled that one right-footed into the top corner. It's a great strike. We've had a couple of really good goals in this game. And NGAKIA puts Watford 2-1 up. Pick that one out. Bullseye. Whack. Oh, he absolutely bullets that. That's still speeding up as it crosses the line. This will be a nice camera angle. Oh, that's a beaut. Look at Matty Pollock behind him doing that. He has larruped that into the top corner. I don't normally like goals where the player just smashes it as hard as he can, but that one was right in the side netting. Nice angle. You've got to appreciate that one. Well, unless you're a Bristol City fan. What a strike. Edward still says, press, push up. Watford haven't beaten Bristol City away since 2012. Well, they've got to survive 12 minutes plus stoppage time, and they are on for the win here. Watford will overtake Bristol City in the table as well. A Thunder you-know-what. Absolutely. Is Thunder Bastard swearing? I'm not going to get demonetised for that, am I? Yeah. That classifies as whatever you want. That's a great strike, wasn't it? Woof. I love right into the side netting as well. You love to see that, don't you? Guess it could have smashed off the post and gone in as well. That'd have been fun. What did Parkin have to say about it? Great goal to call that one. Woof. And Watford look like they're going to nick this one now, haven't they? It's long for check for Tardza. He's done well. Oh, he should have got the free kick there, shouldn't he? There's a big shirt pull there by Noah Isle. Bristol City throw in. Down the right. Go on, give me more angles of this goal. I said as it got cut back. Is there a blue shirt on the end of that? That's such a good strike, isn't it? Yeah, keeper ain't saving that one. Steve, $10. When it comes to predictions, remember that in the 80s and 90s, scientists predicted Florida would be underwater by the year 2000. Another clear indicator that predictions are useless. Well, thank you for the super chat. But I disagree, Steve, with the premise that because something is wrong, it's useless and therefore you don't learn anything from it. You learn plenty by making an incorrect prediction. Yeah, again, appreciate the super chat. Don't necessarily agree with the premise of if you lay out a hypothesis that turns out to not happen, that it's useless. Yeah, football managers every week saying you learn more from defeat than you do from victory. I think human beings as well. You learn more in adversity, don't you? So sometimes things being wrong, incorrect, may not be useless. Side netting and postage stamp are two finishes I love. That was very much a side netting. Was it? Oh, it's broken on the right-hand side for Macquarie. He slashes at the half volley a little bit there. Shaq Vataza had properly committed himself, laying on his back on the floor. Macquarie's in. To be fair, Mfuni is across. Tries to get the block off. As I get asked for the 10,000th time, who do I support? And I'll ask my normal question. Why do you want to know? Just curious. Will it change your perception of anything I say? If it does, then that might be an issue. You may just be interested. I support Ipswich. We're watching Bristol City and Watford tonight, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Loser. Kayembe, Mfuni, Chak Fatadza, who's frustrated the hell out of me tonight. He gives the ball away again. But he had his fingerprints all over the opening goal, didn't he? Kayembe, loser. Chak Fatadza. Unnecessary back heel, I'm here for it. Mendy tries to ping it back up the line. Out for a throw. We are 6.5 minutes and stoppage time. Away from the end of this one. Looks like Tommy Horvath is coming out. Delano Bergzog in. McCrory is out. And George Earthy in. That is a centre-back and a wing-back out and an attacking midfielder and a striker in. So this could be a fun last few minutes, I think. Looks like Bristol City are going to go kitchen sink. And so they should. Knight boots that forward. Check for Tarza away from 2. Oh, is he going to force that on? No, he's turned back inside. Oh my God, he must be so frustrating to play with. So he got his bit of luck. It's like play a little 2-yard ball inside and he tries an outside of the foot cross to the far post. Do you get the impression Chak Vertadze gets given lots of instructions by his manager and then ignores all of them? Oh dear. He's been substituted. To be fair, I'm mocking him. But he's a lovely player to watch when he's not being really frustrating, is he? So this is my first look at Eduardo Bove. Is that Pierre-Emerick who used to play for Sunderland? I didn't realise he was at Watford. He looked a player for Sunderland, didn't he? Millwall going up. Don't you know, pump it up. FC edits. Been waiting for years to see Millwall in the playoffs, haven't we? Bove. I thought he was fouled there. So did Kayembe because he's got booked for protesting. Oh, beg your pardon. No, Kayembe got whistled for the foul. Bove, sorry, I saw that wrong. He went over the top of him afterwards. Channel ball for Bergzog to chase. That's strong from Abankwah, who thought he was winning a goal kick then, but as a corner been given. Who touched that last? Definitely Bergzog. This will be a fun one if Bristol City score from this, because that really shouldn't have been a corner, should it? You know what happens here when someone gets a dodgy corner after 87 minutes, don't you? In it comes. One-handed punch by Selvik. Does that count as the phase over? Knocked back in by Pring. Selvik, easy catch. And at least I don't have to deal with irate Watford fans because they conceded from a corner that shouldn't have been a corner. Ma, as a Borough fan, clinging on to a very tough April for Ipswich. Yeah, it's a horrible April for Ipswich. Got to play them at some time, haven't you, hey? Earthy. Knight. Earthy. Bird. All the substitutes combining here. Armstrong. Randell, another brilliant cross. Oh, shoot, Pring, shoot. He tried to knock it back. Would have been a hell of a goal again. If he'd gone for goal there. It's going to be a throw in. Another bit of quality by Randell. Remember, sublime cross by him for the first goal. I mean, it's not the worst attempt at a pass ever, but that's not a low percentage chance of scoring from there. Have a crack, mate. Have a crack. To be fair to Pring, he's only been on. When did he come on? Find out he's been on 20 minutes now, won't I? 76. He's been on 8 minutes, not 20 minutes. Borges, nice carry, over halfway. Got his team up the pitch. Although Watford aren't interested now, they just sat back in their shape. I get it. There's 3 points. 45 seconds plus stoppage time away for the Hornets, who have won under Edwards still, haven't they? Who'd they beat? They beat someone at the Vic, didn't they? Derby, wasn't it? Borges. How much stoppage time are we going to get? We're about to find out. 6 minutes. Can Bristol City make themselves a big chance? Can they take a big chance? As things stand, the live league table has Watford moving into 7th place. It'll be 3 points off Wrexham, of course, in 6th, who would have a game in hand. And it would be 6 points in 3, wouldn't it? So some kind of push. But here come Bristol City. Bergzol cuts that in low. It's just ahead of Earthy. Another chance for Knight to cross this one in. Headed out by NGAKIA, who's on to be the winning goal scorer here. With a great strike as well. Headed out by Mfuni, excuse me. Knight. Earthy, he thought about volleying that goalwards. Bet he wishes he did after seeing Max Bird's attempt with the right foot. Wolves about to lose their chance to break Derby's record. How long to go in that one? They're leading, right, against Villa. What are Villa doing? An odd result. Imran Loser has maybe got tactical cramp and wants to tie his shoelaces. No coincidence. He wants to do that 1 minute into 6 minutes of stoppage time while his team's about to win at Bristol City. We get it, Imran. We get it. Restart here for Watford. Selvic's taking his sweet time. Bove tries to play it around the corner. Borges. Here comes Bergzog dribbling the left wing. Oh, good ball into the channel for Pring ahead of him. Pring puts the cross in. Bird arriving, heads it goalwards. Just can't get enough power on it. It's a decent enough save. Would have had to have been a really great header, given that the cross was quite floaty and that he wasn't necessarily sprinting at that to get... Yeah, if you look, he has to stand still and then just try and use the power from his shoulders rather than either the pace off the ball or, you know, running in. Yeah, just holds his run. If you saw Rudoni's goal for Coventry the other night, if he'd been arriving at that speed or the cross had been at that speed, then I think things may have been different. Oh, sorry, Steve. Did I miss a super chat there? My bad. Oh, my God. It was 9 minutes ago. Steve, I'm so sorry. Serious question, Ben. Does the Premier League need a salary cap? I mean, it would help, wouldn't it? But I think we're into sharks being jumped and toothpaste being out of tubes and turkeys voting for Christmas and all the cliches you would want. Imran Luz has just gone out of the game. Mark Boller has come in. Playmaker out. Defender in. Left back, left wing back. I just don't know how you would force that through, Steve. And thank you again for the super chat, mate. Very, very kind. Sorry I missed it 9 minutes ago. My bad. 93:40 on the clock. We're going 6 minutes minimum stoppage time. So about 2 minutes 15 left. Likely another 30 seconds over that. Given we've had subs and restarts and whatnot within the stoppage time. Wolves are about to go over the horrific record of derbies in the Premier League. They're leading Aston Villa and going over 11 points. It's broken for Bove. Bristol City won't want the ball to be here, inside their own box. And they've won a corner as well. The Watford fans behind the goal get up and applaud that. And no doubt are about to send absolutely nobody up for the corner and try and kill the remaining minute of this game. I think they've seen that as the decisive moment there. The Hornets fans in the stand behind the goal. Ignored and chastised, Steve. I apologise. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do 50 things at once and I just missed a comment. What are you going to do, hey? Clipped into the channel. And if this goes out, right, we'll get one more phase of play in this game. We've got 30 seconds of minimum stoppage time. And a Bristol City restart. They need to boot this down the pitch and hope for a little bit of luck. Oh, they've won it high up the pitch as well. Bergzog, but there you go. That is going to be that. 5 seconds remaining and Watford come streaming up the pitch and they've won a free kick. That is game over. Bergzog's got himself booked into the bargain. Thank you so much. Christopher, as my team should probably be sponsored by Butterkiss this season. Which flavour of popcorn will I be having on Tuesday? Who's your team? Is that Hull in the background? Oh, it is. I better be polite because you're playing my lot on Tuesday. And you'll be very welcome at Portman Road. I've got popcorn. Enid gets popcorn at after school club. So whatever she gets, hey? As is the rule when you're a parent of a 4-year-old. You make no decisions for yourself. It's all about what they do. Thank you, Christopher, for the super chat. Watford just playing this one out. They're about to take a very useful away win. Oh, shot driven there from a long, long way out. Kayembe, I think. That didn't miss by much, did it? They've had a lovely time. Oh, it did actually. It bounced back off the Hoardings. It made it look closer. And there you go. Full time. Bristol City 1. Watford 2. A second win for Edward Still as the new-ish Watford manager. And a quite brilliant goal from Jeremy NGAKIA to get the win for the Hornets tonight. It was a game that we thought would be decided by out-of-possession stuff, and it kind of was. Watford scored early in this one. Chak Fataza getting down the left-hand side. He knocks it forward. Kayembe does well in that he very, very early knocks it across the box. He goes through the legs of the defender. Keremgard across the near post. Sweeps it home from point-blank range. Jeremy NGAKIA has just been congratulated by Iran Kunda and Mfuni there, because he's going to be the chief protagonist in the story of this win. Bristol City then have lots of territory, lots of possession, but don't create a hell of a lot in the first half. There is a moment of absolute class, though, by Bristol City central midfielder Adam Randell, who channels his inner David Beckham with a filthy cross in the first half. He whips that across. Scott Twine has to do very, very little. He makes the run. The cross is so good. It's very, very easy for him to just head that into the net. And on 36, you're looking at this game where Watford have kind of nicked a goal, given up a lot of possession, territory, etc. And the equalizer's gone in. And honestly, I'm sat there thinking, oh, this is now going to swing in Bristol City's favour. But we're sat here and the game has, ended up being an away win. We go into the second half and it's almost a little bit of a case of, I'm a bit frustrated watching Watford because they've got Imran Louza, who's one of the best in the division. He's sat right back and they're doing a lot of pressing, and he's not necessarily being the playmaker that he was earlier in the season when he's a little bit further forward in the game. Chak Vitadza has been very kind of frustrating. And honestly, I'm thinking if there's a winner in this one, it's probably Bristol City. It might finish as a draw, but I'm not sure Watford have got what it takes to win this game. But yes, they do, because they get a little bit of a break down the left-hand side. The ball's cut back, and you can watch the clip back on the watch-along replay. We're just watching via the hard cam, so Sam Parkin in the commentary box will have been able to see that Jeremy NGAKIA was just coming onto the play from right back, as you'd want a full-back to. The ball comes back, and you think, oh, okay, what have you got? He gets it out of his feet, NGAKIA, and with his right foot, he absolutely bullets it, arrows it, zings it, larrups it, thunder bastard into the top corner. It's a brilliant strike by NGAKIA. It's right in the side netting. So it's not just one that smash it as hard as you can. It's very, very accurate as well. It's a tremendous goal to win the game. It does feel like they may have kind of nicked it there a little bit, but were Bristol City amazing? Have Watford done a job on them here? Maybe that is the case after all. Stats for the game, 64% possession to City, 36 Watford. Not a hell of a lot created. Both sides under 1 XG. I've got to say 2 very good goals in terms of the cross for Twine's header, and NGAKIA's strike is just a beaut, isn't it? 4 shots on target apiece. It all feels very much like a game that if you played it 10 times, it's probably a draw 9 times. But bit of quality from the Watford fullback getting forward, and he has won them the game, and they've hung in there in the end. Fair play to Edward Still. He made the right subs to see it out, and they got through 6 minutes of stoppage time. And a very, very useful win there. As I say, 6 points across 3 games now for Watford. And you know me, I say 2 points per game over any sample size, even if it is 3 games, you'll take it. Watford move into 7th spot. Yes, they could be overtaken by any number of teams tomorrow. Southampton, Preston, Birmingham. Well, Birmingham can't overtake them tomorrow because they literally don't play until Monday. But you take my overarching point, Derby could go above them as well. But they're in the conversation. Do Watford look like a team who are on the edge of the playoffs, playing really well, who, are going to challenge and get in there and win them? No, but Edward Still is still kind of getting his feet under the table. And if you're getting your feet under the table and winning games, then so be it. You can't do really any more than that. And what we always say about Watford is they've got that quality, haven't they? Louza, Iran Kunda, Chak Vitadza, Mama when he's fit. They have got the match winners and the quality players to get them over the line if they get themselves in a position to do so. And Bristol City are just so blooming inconsistent. It's not even funny. I think we were saying on the hot takes, and the pattern has continued now. I think it must be 14 games. Let me read it out that they've not had back-to-back outcomes. Listen to this. This is the last. I'm going to say it's 14. If it's not, I apologise. Lost, won, lost, drawn, won, lost, won, lost, drawn, won, lost, won, lost, won. And then you do get back-to-back wins going into December. So they never do the same thing twice in a row, do they, Bristol City? Yes, I understand they had an injury crisis through the winter, and then that had kind of fixed itself, hadn't it? And then all of a sudden, centre-backs are dropping like flies and you're having to play wing-backs inside. I get it. It's not helpful for your consistency, but it's not helpful for the Bristol City fans because they've been in and around it all season. Remember, they started hot, didn't they, with big win on opening day, and they've been in and around it all season, haven't they? In spite of injuries and inconsistencies, and we know there's some sense that anyone in that middle pack that literally puts anything together between now and the end of the season. Can you do a 4 wins in 6 at any point between now and the end of the season? If you're in that chasing pack, that may well be the difference. Just one good run now from any team, basically between, well, let's say, chasing Wrexham down. Obviously, if Wrexham do the business, it's very hard to get in, isn't it? But any door opens, then there's loads of teams that could walk through it. You look all the way down. God, QPR in 14th are 4 points off Watford in 7th. So it's massively kind of stacked close together there, isn't it? But Bristol City are not going to be moving forward into playoff positions with results like that. And it's a couple of teams where the proof's going to be in the pudding towards now and the end of the season in terms of what they are going to do. But it's Watford tonight in a bit of a coin flip game with a bit of a worldie to win it for them, who have taken the 3 points. As I say it, I almost say to myself, is that hugely viable to happen over and over again? But hey, take the points, keep building, and look, would you rather be 9th, 11th, 13th, or 7th? You'd rather be 7th, and that's where Watford have ended this one tonight. Bristol City 1, Watford 2. Take a bow. Jeremy and NGAKIA with a worldy winner. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let me just say a huge thank you to our super chatters here, because we had loads in the end. Ben, Steve, all boxed up. Medenila, if I'm saying that correctly. Mark, Liam, Gary. We've got another one from Steve in there. Kelly, Christopher. And I think that's everyone. There's a couple of duplicates from Steve and Christopher. So real huge thank you. Those guys in particular, and everyone for your support. I promise you, I will not babble on about super chats tomorrow, because we won't do a super chat target. But we will be back tomorrow in the earlies for, who have we got? Leicester Norwich. Then it will be Hot Takes Sunday morning, Blue Monday Sunday night, Sportsman podcast I'll be appearing on. So make sure you subscribe, Sportsman Untitled. I'll be on that on Sunday. And then we'll be doing another watch along here for, I can't remember my games. It's Birmingham Borough, isn't it? There we go. Thank you so much, everybody. If you've put nice comments and said thank you for the stream, that's really lovely. Thank you for coming and watching it. I mean, I'd still be watching the game if there was no one to talk to, but having some people to talk to makes it all the better, doesn't it? So I really appreciate each and every one of you who has turned out tonight, and I'll click all your nice comments up as we play the outro. And forgive my advantageous notice, but come and join me tomorrow. Going to be live at 12:15 ahead of 3 earlies tomorrow. We've got Pompey Hull, we got Derby Blackburn, and we're going to be across Leicester versus Norwich. As I say, take a bow. Jeremy and NGAKIA. It was Bristol City 1, Watford 2 tonight in the watch along. Thank you all, and we'll see you very